there, and welcome to the OfferMojo Squad. I'm Lori Young, and I'm so glad that you're here. I created the squad using my signature offer frameworks and infused it with over 20 years of experience in business growth, marketing, and offer strategy. And I want to say this right up front. This is not a cookie cutter set of bots. Each assistant was intentionally designed to guide you through a different part of your offer journey in a way that feels aligned with your unique business, your personality, and your goals. Think of the squad as your dream team of specialists. Each one has a distinct role, but they all work together to give you a complete end-to-end system. So let me give you a quick introduction to your team. Gemma, the concierge, she helps you zoom out, get oriented, and find the right starting point. She's kind of like the hotel concierge that helps you navigate your way around. Grace, the strategist, she guides you to clarify your core problem, your audience, and your bigger vision. She'll also audit your current offers so that you can see where things are aligned and where there might be gaps. Kate, the builder, she helps you structure your offer, the type, framework, delivery, and pricing, so you have clarity and confidence in what you're delivering. Elliot, the ecosystem architect, he helps you design a suite of offers that creates flow in your business, connecting them into a seamless client journey. Theo, the messenger, he helps you shape the messaging and positioning elements that you need to talk about your offers in a way that resonates with your audience and positions you as the go-to expert in your space. Avery, the amplifier, she not only helps you outline and align visibility plan, she also maps your launch roadmap and your sales strategy so more people can say yes to your offers. Kai, the closer, he helps you pull it all together into a high converting sales page with strong calls to action. Now here's a few things that I want you to keep in mind as you begin. You may feel tempted to jump straight to the assistant that you think you need most, and that's fine. The system is designed so you can do that, but you'll likely get better results if you work the squad in order because each assistant builds on the one before. The quality of your experience will depend on the inputs that you give. So the more detail and thought that you put into your answers, the more personalized and powerful the outputs will be. So don't be afraid to slow down, reflect, and let the assistants really get to know you and your business. And one last note, while Kate, Theo, Avery, and Kai each work on one offer at a time, you can always rerun them for every additional offer that you create, now or in the future. That way, the squad will grow with you as your business evolves. So as you move forward, remember, you're not just working with AI, you're tapping into a carefully crafted process, one that combines strategy, soul, and my decades of experience helping entrepreneurs like you bring profitable offers into the world. So when you log into the back end of the system to access the squad, you're going to be greeted with this page, which has all of the access that you will need for the entire squad. First things first, make sure that you bookmark this site by just tapping on here, name it however you want, and hit done. That way you can go to your bookmarks and you can actually access the squad anytime that you want. So one thing to know, this system is built on ChatGPT. So you will need a ChatGPT account to run these assistants. You can use the free version, although you will have some time limitations. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong with ChatGPT. It just means on the free version, it only processes so much information at a time, and then you have to come back later to finish. So obviously it will take you a lot longer to get through the assistance if you're using the free version. I highly recommend that you upgrade to ChatGPT Plus. It's only going to run you probably $20 to $25 a month. And even if you just upgrade for a period of time while you're running the squad, and then you downgrade to the free if you don't think you're going to use the plus version of ChatGPT. So let's kind of walk through what this page looks like. Obviously, here is just a high-level view of each of the assistants, and you can certainly click on any of these and it will take you straight to the assistant. Obviously, this is the video that I'm recording right now, so you're seeing a blank, but when you come in here, you will see the actual walkthrough video that you're listening to right now. Here is a high-level version. Again, you can access any of the assistants just by clicking on these buttons, and it will take you to ChatGPT. Here's where I talked about Gemma, the offer concierge, where you can access her. Like if you just have no idea like where to start and you just want to have Gemma walk you through and point you to the right assistant, you absolutely can do that. The other way to do it is basically to walk through the system in the order that it is, starting with Grace, moving to Elliot, moving to Kate, to Theo, Avery, and then finishing with Kai. Each of these will kind of give you like what each of these assistants will do for you. So when you click on one of these, so I've already clicked on Grace, it will come up in ChatGPT like this, and you'll see, Grace, the offer strategist, and you can press this button to get started. When you come into ChatGPT, one of the things that you can do, besides bookmarking the whole page, you can go up to the assistant, and there will be a place right here that says add to the sidebar. That will put all of your assistants in the sidebar of your ChatGPT account. If you'll notice, I have all kinds of assistants in here that I can access at any time. So that's one way also to save. You can actually go into the system, you can pull up each particular one, and then save them all in ChatGPT so you have them right there. But so you're in ChatGPT here. All you have to do is just say, get started with Grace, the offer strategist, and she will introduce herself. She will tell you it's recommended to use ChatGPT or 4 or 5, and she's going to tell you what you're going to be working on together, and she will then start asking you questions. The first question that every assistant is going to ask you, it's what is your first name? And I can type in my first name, and it will say, beautiful, thank you, Lori. Let's going to begin with module 1, and it will continue on through the modules. Each assistant has anywhere from about 10 to 15 questions, and usually 3 to 5 modules. So it kind of just depends on the assistant and the output that they are creating for you. So take your time. If you don't finish in one sitting, it's totally fine. You can always come back. You'll find your chat like down here, and just continue. So I want to show you what happens. So here's where I ran Elliot, right? Elliot is the offer ecosystem architect. And you can see like it's very, very detailed. It walks you through all kinds of questions, and it gives suggestions, and it will challenge you. And it always makes sure that you feel aligned with whatever it is that you guys are creating together. And then at the end, every assistant will give you an output. In this case, Theo gives an offer ecosystem map summary plus an idea menu. And he basically goes through, audits your offers, gives you an ecosystem flow, gives you some strategic notes, kind of tells you what to do next, and then also gives you like a menu of brainstorm offer ideas, right? This here, and it should say at the bottom, copy and save this version. It's your definitive ecosystem map, right? So you're basically just going to take all of this information here, starting with the offer ecosystem map, copying that, and pasting it into a Google Doc or Microsoft Word document. I just recommend that you keep a folder of all of the outputs, because when you work on the next assistant, it will often ask you for, do you have the offer ecosystem map from Elliot, or do you have the offer strategy map from Grace? And if you paste that information in, you're going to get a lot better output, and it will also help shortcut you through some questions on certain assistants, because it already has information that it would otherwise ask you. So remember that the assistants are designed to work together as a system, but they're also designed to work as standalone. So like I said, you'll shortcut the system. You'll get a lot better results if you work the system in order, but you absolutely can work them like one at a time, like out of order. So the only other thing that I just want to say is, so if we go back to here, this is just some tips for getting the most out of the squad. Use ChatGPT, expect guided brainstorming, stick to one chat thread per assistant. I talk about later at the end that you can absolutely get my support along the way. So if you get stuck at any point, just come back here and you can click on this link here to book an Offer Power Hour with me. So that's why too, you want to save the outputs, because I will ask you to share the outputs that you have, and I can help review them and go over any questions or just help you work through a lack of clarity that you might have. Final note that I just want to say is the OfferMojo Squad is licensed for your personal use only. So just please respect the hundreds of hours that I put into building this squad. And I just ask that you please do not share the GPT links or do not share the password for other people that are non-paying members to gain access. And with that, that's what you're going to see on the back end of the OfferMojo Squad. Now that you've seen how the squad works, I want you to know this. You don't have to do this alone. The assistants are here to guide you step by step, but if you ever feel stuck, want a second opinion, or need deeper clarity, you can book an Offer Power Hour with me. That's where I step in personally to review your work, answer your questions, and make sure everything feels aligned and ready to grow. Think of it as your safety net. You'll always have a live human set of eyes to support you whenever you need it. Most importantly, remember, this is a process. Every answer that you give, every output you create is a building block that moves you closer to aligned magnetic offers and a business that flows. Trust the system, trust yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way. You now have the entire OfferMojo Squad at your fingertips. This system is designed to take you from clarity, structure, messaging, visibility, sales. Step by step, you'll build momentum, and before long, you'll have a complete offer ecosystem that feels like you. I can't wait to see the offers that you bring into the world and the impact that you're going to create. Here's to your success, and once again, welcome to the OfferMojo Squad.